Oh yeah, what is going on, my YouTubers? Japan RC Adventures, new Xmaxx video, phase 2 of the Japan RC Adventures Monster Max build is complete, guys, and I am just crazy about this truck. Look at those Losi MTXL Monster Claws tires, guys. This thing is an absolute animal. I mean, I'm just loving the way that this build came out. I wanted to talk to you guys about some of the differences that I have experienced from the videos that I've seen running, mounting these tires, all right? And also the different approach that I took to mounting that Max 5, the TP motor, the wiring, the fan, the belt drive, guys, and the hex hub adapter, which allowed me to mount the Monster Claw without drilling into the rim. Now let me show you guys something. See if I can take this out. Here we go. So I'm running these 13mm adapters from GPM, guys, and what that does is that allows that to go in and fill this entire space in here in the hex within the wheel. The stock one is just too thin, guys. It's too weak. It's plastic. So guys, if you're thinking about this mod, you really need to get yourself those 13mm GPM adapters. All right, so that's one thing you have to do. Okay, all right, other than that, guys, I've seen other videos where the dude is drilling, you know, in there to make their adapter fit, guys. Now with this adapter, I'm gonna put a link under the video description, guys. With this adapter, guys, you don't need to do that. Okay, I mean, it literally slides in there. I mean, it's made for this mod. Okay, and if I can just push it out, see, there it is. All right, it's that easy. I mean, and it just fits like a glove, guys. It fits perfectly, and it allows you to mount that wheel without having to drill into it. I did not want to drill into this wheel. Okay, now what I am waiting on is I'm waiting on the Hot Racing hub carriers, because this is still you know, cutting into the wheel, so I have to Dremel this out a little bit. But with the Hot Racing hub carrier, there's less meat that I have to take off the front wheels, because right now I cannot run the truck until I install the Hot Racing part here and then measure how much of this I'm gonna remove, how much plastic. All right, so I just wanted to let you know about that. Also on this TP motor, guys, the way that the TP motors are wired, okay, it's the wires don't come from the top, they come from the bottom, and they're long. So you can't do that traditional what you see where the wires are going this way. They go, you know, up, and then they plug in to the ESC and it's flipped like everyone else does it, guys. So I ran the wires underneath, okay, underneath like that, and then they go, you know, they go this way, as you can see, and these are adapters. Okay, so it plugs in perfectly. Now what you cannot do doing it this way is you cannot use that cover for the box here, for the receiver box. Okay, so I'm using the Dusty Motors. Okay, it's gonna cover everything up, so I don't need to worry about that, guys. See, it covers everything, so nothing's gonna get in there, and it protects these very expensive electronics. All right, guys, also you will see most people use Castle. Okay, now this is bigger than the Castle fans out there. Okay, so it's actually so big that I decided to mount it, okay, that way, so it's not all the way on top of the motor, but I still get good airflow, guys. Those fans are huge, guys, and this was, I think, 20 bucks. All right, on I think I bought this on Banggood. All right, so wanted to talk to you guys about that. Also, this was $18, guys, on eBay, AliExpress, about the same price. Okay, so again, it fits perfectly, and it bolts right through those holes, and then it sits on top of the motor, guys, so it doesn't move. It's solid, okay? I mean, it's a perfect fit. It fits perfectly. Now, guys, you gotta, if you're gonna do the belt drive mod, whether you get it from the Xmaxx store or whatever other vendor, or if you make your own, I did not want to make my own the first time. I just wanted something that was plug and play. The Xmaxx store, guys, they got it to me within a week to Japan, Tokyo, baby. Much, you know, props to the Xmaxx store, guys. You were great. So that's who I recommend. They also make motor mounts. Now this is a Fastlaner's RC motor mount, guys, and for me, I mean, it worked perfectly. You guys do your own research, forums, you know, Facebook, whatnot. I didn't go through B&M Racing. You guys know I'm not happy with them. That's all I'm gonna say about that. All right, guys. Other than that, there's no issue with the spacing between these guards back here and the tire. There's actually not an issue with the front ones. Now the ones I had were too big, so I just trimmed them out. But I'm gonna get different ones in the future. We'll see about that. All right, guys. Other than that, guys, the other thing that I want to mention is the heat sensor that goes to the factory Xmaxx motor, guys. Now I didn't want to run it through the fan. I could have actually ran that heat sensor, and I could put it in the wall in there, guys, but I decided to just put it in the bottom of the motor, taped to the motor mount. And what that does is now I'm not using the Xmaxx system as far as measuring heat and all that, so I'm gonna use the temp gun in the future to make sure this thing doesn't burn out, measure temps and all that. But if you don't do it, guys, it's gonna trigger a low voltage automatically by default if it cannot detect any heat, okay? So you have to put it somewhere, and that allows me to not have to worry about that, because it was running low voltage until I moved it. All right, so now it's good. That's the way I got around that workaround. Anyhow, guys, that is all I've got. So if you have any questions at all about this build, all right, hit me up with any questions or comments. I did want to mention, guys, if you're gonna use the Max 5, buy it on AliExpress. I will leave you guys a link in my description. The folks that sold it to me, I forgot their name, they will solder any connectors you want, okay? 150s, XT90s, whatever. And they even asked me what connectors I wanted for these extensions. So they put 6.5 millimeter bullet female to male connectors, because I soldered the male connectors to my TP motor, and it was plug and play, guys. I didn't have to do anything but plug it in. And I mean, the measurement of the cables and the wiring was perfect. All right, guys, so that's my update on this truck. I will be doing a running video soon. I'm just waiting on some parts so I can finish mounting and fitting these bad boys up. My Instagram is going crazy. Check out those pictures. They're coming out real nice, guys. As always, thank you so much for watching, okay? And I'll catch you on the next video, guys. Thanks again.